Good morning, YouTube. This is Don V with Truth Be Told, and we have a couple of really interesting stories here we want to pass along. Without ado, let's go ahead and move on right to it. The first one is on the Restored Republic .co, and it says Slick Willie Tribunal Delayed Over Compromised Panelist. And then we see it over here on the Best News Here channel. And then we see it on Real Raw News. Slick Willie Tribunal Delayed Over Compromised Panelist. It says on Monday afternoon, William Jefferson Clinton, dressed in a white jumpsuit and handcuffs, swaggered into GITMO's South courtroom and flashed a smile at the three-officer commission tasked with judging the Judge Advocates General's case against him, in what can be described only as a surreal scenario. One panelist, a female Air Force captain, returned the smile and told Clinton, "It's a pleasure to finally meet you." Vice Admin John G. Hannock, present to prosecute the Jags case, looked at the officer, who we will call Captain Ashli Redding, in stunned silence. He then reprimanded her and asked why she had breached protocol by engaging the defendant in civil discourse. Captain Redding looked at both Vice Admin Hannock and the other two panelists with a furtive grin. Her face reddened, and she admitted she was once a Clinton fan and had voted for him twice. "I can't help it. People love me," BC said. Vice Admin Hannock ordered Clinton's military police escort to drag him back to a cell, then cleared the courtroom except for Captain Redding. He asked whether her warm greeting to Clinton was facetious or sarcastic, and she confessed that she had developed a fondness for Clinton long before she had joined the Air Force. As with all commissioned volunteers, Captain Redding had been vigorously vetted prior to the selection. She was one of 350 officers who had volunteered to judge the military's evidence against Bill Clinton without bias, passion, or prejudice. In fact, JAG officials spent several hours interviewing her to ensure she could impartially adjudicate evidence. Captain Reddington told Vice Admin Hannock that she had lied on a questionnaire and had deceived interviewers who had asked if she had personal feelings for him. One way or another, she said her childhood crush would not hamper her sagacity to deliver a fair judgment. "I simply got lost in the moment at seeing him," she told Vice Admin Hannock. "I wanted to meet him all my life, but that won't affect my ability to judge him fairly." Uh-huh. Vice Admin Hannock was not impressed. "You betrayed your oath to the U.S. military and to this court. You are dismissed and consider yourself lucky we won't seek punitive action against you." He said that William Jefferson's tribunal would begin in a few days after he and JAG had correctly vetted a third member of the commission. Ugh, man, he's a homely guy. I don't understand why the girls are so goo-goo over him, especially as evil as him and his wife are. Or was. The next story says, must see, Representative Paul Gosar destroys serial liar Chris Wray, demands answers on government officials' execution of veteran Ashli Babbitt. And there's a video, supposedly, we'll find out. FBI, Chris Wray is a serial liar. It is now clear that the FBI ran operatives leading the January 6th protests and storming the U.S. Capitol on Tuesday. Representative Paul Gosar grilled Wray on the execution of Ashli Babbitt by a government official. Wray had no answers and lied through his teeth. Representative Paul Gosar, "That is disturbing. The Capitol police officer who did this shooting of Ashli Babbitt appeared to be hiding, lying in wait, gave no warning before killing her. Question again, why is that officer who executed her been named when police officers around the country are routinely identified after a shooting?" FBI Chief Wray, "I won't comment on that case. It's not something we've been directly involved in, so I can't agree or disagree with your characterization." Representative Gosar, "Do you approve of lethal force against unarmed citizens, especially 110-pound women with no warning, no prior use of non-lethal force while lying in wait?" Chris Wray, "I'm not going to try to answer a hypothetical, especially a case." Representative Gosar, that wasn't hypothetical. That's actually what happened. Representative Paul Gosar is an American hero. At least one Republican is attempting to find out the truth behind the January 6th protest and FBI involvement. Let's go ahead and play this video.
The gentleman from Arizona, Mr. Gosar, is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Director Wray, I would like to start by again asking for all the surveillance footage from January 6th and the preceding days to be released to the public. I am told there are thousands of hours of footage. Now, Director Wray, yes or no, would you agree that the public has a right to know the truth and that the information and footage should be made public?
Information we produce has to be done in coordination with the prosecutor.
Yes or no? I mean,
well, I don't, sir, respectfully, I don't think it is a yes or no question.
Well, okay.
We have to be very careful to protect the integrity of the ongoing cases.
Well,
and there are very
let me
specific
recapturing
rules
my time here. Democratic members, you just heard of Congress, have made some outlandish allegations about reconnaissance tours and even filed ethics complaints against members, including me, which was recently thrown out. Mr. Wray, would you agree, yes or no, that the video footage is often the best evidence documenting an event?
Video footage is often very useful information to document an event.
Thank you. Director Wray, do you believe that security footage of a public building, of public officials paid for by public taxpayers, potentially containing exculpatory evidence, should be provided to public defenders?
Well, I think what information is provided to public defenders in criminal cases should be done under the rules of discovery, which are spelled out and are more complicated than I could cover in the time that we have here.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Director Wray, now switching points. Can you confirm that no one inside the Capitol on January 6th was arrested for carrying or using a firearm?
Sir, my understanding is that there has been at least one individual who was arrested for having a firearm inside the Capitol. There are, I think, a small number of other cases, local cases. By that I mean MPD arrests.
Can you provide that information for us in written testimony, please?
I'm happy to have my staff follow up with yours.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Director Wray, can you confirm that nobody arrested for the involvement in the January 6th riot has been charged with the crime of insurrection?
Sir, as I think I said in response to one of your colleagues, sitting here right now, I don't believe there have been insurrection charges in any of the indictments so far. But again, with 500 cases, I want to be sure that I
believe you're right. Yeah, I agree. So now switching gears again. Director Wray, do you know who executed Ashli Babbitt?
No, I don't know the name of the person who was involved.
So do you agree that Ashli Babbitt was unarmed?
No, I really can't weigh in on the facts and circumstances of that case. As you may know, that was investigated by the D.C. Metro's Internal Affairs Department with the DOJ Civil Rights Division and the U.S. Attorney's Office, and the FBI was not the investigative agency.
Yeah, it's disturbing. The Capitol Police officer that did the shooting, Ashli Babbitt, appeared to be hiding, lying in wait, and they gave no warning before killing her. Question again, why hasn't that officer that executed Ashli Babbitt been named when police officers around the country are routinely identified after a shooting?
Comment on that case. It's not one that we've been directly involved in, so I really can't agree or disagree with your characterization.
Sounds good. Do you approve of lethal force against unarmed citizens, particularly a 110-pound woman with no warning, no use of non-lethal force prior and while lying in wait?
Not going to try to answer a hypothetical, especially one based on a case that I just said.
That actually wasn't a hypothetical. That's actually what had happened. Changing gears again, Director Wray, the FBI released several 30-second video clips of a suspected pipe bomber, seeking the public's help to identify him. Two of the video clips begin and end with the suspect already in the middle of the frame. You know how long the suspect pipe bomber was there and which way he exited, but you have withheld that information from the public. The FBI is in possession of the full tapes of the pipe bomb suspect and knows far more than the public about potential identifying details. You have begged the public's help in identifying this pipe bomb suspect. You even offered a $100,000 reward. Why have you not released the full tapes if you're truly intent to leverage the public's help? Will you commit to releasing the full tapes to the public immediately?
No, sir, I can't make that commitment. I'm very careful about making sure that we protect the integrity of the ongoing investigation. And when we share information with the public while asking for their help, it has to be done very thoughtfully with regard to both the solicitation for assistance as well as, again, the protection of the integrity of the ongoing investigation.
Well, I appreciate it. Well, in conclusion, I again urge the Capitol surveillance footage and the truth to be released in order to exonerate the innocent and to provide justice and accountability for those who violated it.
Wow. Wow, wow. Can you believe this bozo is running the as the director of the FBI? Just how far does this corruption go? It just makes me ill. At any rate, moving on to the last story here. It says, embarrassing nightmare. Joe Biden brings big print cheat cards with him to set down meeting with Putin. Oh, my word. Joe Biden brought a set of cheat cards with him for a sit-down meeting with Vladimir Putin today because nothing exudes strength and confidence like a good set of cheat cards. Yeah, let's play this little video here. Yep, I would say he had cheat cards in his hands right there. An embarrassing nightmare. Biden brought flashcards to his meeting with Putin. Twitter mocks embarrassing nightmare. And there they are in his hand. Oh, my word. What is this country coming to? At any rate, I hope you found these stories interesting. This is Don V with Truth Be Told, broadcasting under hot, sunny skies here in Arizona on this nice summer day. Can you believe this year is already half over? I'm just blown away. At any rate, thanks for watching, and we are out of here.